After taking the series from Atlanta over the weekend, the Astros are now set to take on Tampa Bay Rays in a 3-game series starting Monday. And in my opinion, we're looking at a preview of the ALCS between these two teams. Now in Game 1 of the series, we have Jose Urquidy set to face off against Taj Bradley. Urquidy has struggled to start the season, and it seems to be commonplace with a lot of the Astros as of late, with few exceptions. In Urquidy's 4 starts, he's just 1-1, posting a 3.66 ERA, and only made it through 6 innings once, with 2 of those starts barely being able to complete 4 innings and giving up 7 hits in each. Now, unfortunately, on batted balls, he's giving up one of the highest exit velocities in the league, but it's not all bad with Urquidy. He also manages to have a whip of 153, along with a whiff percentage of 58, and posting one of the higher chase rates in the league. Both Urquidy and Bradley each have 17 strikeouts on the season, except Bradley's only made 2 starts, going 5 and striking out 8 in his first start, followed up with going 5 and a third, fanning another 9. He's a 22-year-old rookie and is Tampa's top prospect, throwing his fastball almost 50% of the time, clocking in at around 96 miles an hour. I'm not surprised in the early success with Bradley, but I don't believe these numbers are going to hold up over time. Right now, he's taking advantage that teams don't have a lot of film on him right now, and it's still early in the season, and a lot of hitters still don't quite have their timing down just yet. In Game 2 on Tuesday night, Luis Garcia looks to build off his last impressive start, where he went 7 innings, striking out 9. He, like Urquidy, has struggled at the gate, and I know how most Astros fans feel about the WBC after losing Altuve, but I think gearing up for the WBC and pitching some of those high-intensity innings and revamping his windup has hampered him started the season. The only concern I do have when it comes to Garcia is extension towards home plate. As you can see here, he isn't extending nearly as far as he did last season, and it's resulting in a lower velocity and a lower spin rate on his fastball. He's currently 1-2 with a 5.14 ERA in his 4 starts. If Garcia is unable to locate his cut fastball, which he relies so heavily on, he's going to have a difficult time with this Rays offense that leads most of the league in offensive categories to start the season. On the mound for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen, who's won 3 of his 4 starts with a 2.01 ERA. In those 4 starts, he's only given up 5 runs, and they were all in one game versus the Blue Jays. His other 3 starts all came against last-place teams in the division, facing off against the Nationals, A's, and Reds. In his last start, Rasmussen went just 5 innings, primarily because of a 6-run first from Tampa against the White Sox. Fleming and Fairbanks came in to finish off the final 4 innings and accumulated another 5 strikeouts to finish the game. To close out the series on Wednesday, the Astros will send out Hunter Brown facing a presumable bullpen game with starter of Calvin Foucher. Foucher normally goes about 2 innings before turning it over to the next guy. On Friday, he gave up 5 hits and 3 runs in just his 2 innings. This game will be determined by whether or not the Astros are able to get into the Rays bullpen early in the series and tax them before the Game 3. Now, I wanted to save the best for last, and that of Hunter Brown. I realize he got touched up for 4 in his last start and only going 4 2/3 inning against the Braves, but I fully expect that Braves team to be in the World Series, and they may very well have a better offense even when we get Altuve and Brantley back when it's all said and done. But going back to Hunter Brown, he looks unfazed out there at all times. Even after giving up 4 in the first, he came back, settled in, and finished off looking strong. He looks cocky out there at all times, and he's ready to take the ball. So I can't wait to see how he bounces back against this Tampa Bay team. And that's the matchup for the series. I do think we're looking at an ALCS preview here. And in this series, I do think the Astros are going to take 2 of 3 games. Enjoy. Go Astros.